Hi, Maria and Manuel. I'm at 3613 Sunset Lane, and I wanted to show you the exterior before we walk in. So this is what we call a beach bungalow, and as you can see, the surrounding properties have built up from the bungalow. So people tend to tear these units down and then rebuild massive, second story units. And that's exactly what you're surrounded by with this property. There's only a few of these left before they are, you know, multiple story units with a sand view, because the sand is actually just on the other side. So there is a view though from this house directly across the way of the harbor. As I mentioned, the Hollywood Beach community has a harbor and also sand access, and the harbor has a farmer's market, has restaurants, shopping. There are also other recreational things to do at the harbor. This is where a fireworks show is for the city of Oxnard, and boat parades and things of that nature. Now, this is a condominium complex that stretches all the way down the line. So this is a very, very large condominium complex. And these condominiums go for something like, 600,000 and above. So these aren't your typical, moderately priced condominium complex. So, most of these there's a lot of second homes, vacation rentals are in here, and also, long-term residents. We don't have a whole lot of turnover in these condominium complexes. People tend to keep them. So just to make reference to that. One other thing, so as you look at this property, it's a single story, and as you can see, surrounding the single story unit is not any other single stories. Well, this whole entire community started with these small beach bungalows, but over time, people typically would just tear these down and then build these two-story, high-rise type properties so that they can get a sand view from the upper deck. Let's head on in this particular bungalow. I do see signs of some termite work that's needed, but that's going to be very common in this community. Let's head on in here. Now, this property is 2 bedrooms and 1 bath, a little under 1,000 square feet, and it's listed for 1.3. Now, Hollywood Beach is one of the more expensive beachfront communities that we have here in Oxnard. I would say it's probably the most expensive. And I believe it just because of the mixture of harbor and ocean here. So ceilings will be standard height. I would say ceilings are your 8-foot height. They're not high. And this is a laminate flooring. This is not hardwood. This is a laminate flooring. The walls are textured. And there's a wall heater, so there is not any forced air. Now, it looks to me like the windows are original. And these original windows are going throughout the home. So there's a little area for a small table and chairs. And then there is no fridge, so fridge would be needed, and this is a small area, obviously. Countertops are just your standard Korean, nothing fancy. Looks like the stove is very basic. Cabinets have been painted and look to be original. Maybe somewhere down the line they added this this window, but the window is cracked. And then heading outside. Now, the lot size in the Hollywood Beach community obviously is much smaller. So this lot size, I believe, is around 2,600 square feet, if I'm not mistaken. And it looks like the electrical box is dated, but there's some, conduit stuff, and we could get, an inspector to take a look. This is probably the water heater. Yes. And that looks to be pretty dated. Looks like the window seals have some wood rot situations, and I would say this would probably be throughout because all of the windows look to be original to me. And there's a number of satellites that would need to be replaced as well. But here's another window seal. It looks like there's some wood rot. There's some cracking here from some movement, because these houses are pretty much built on sand. There is some movement on the ground. There aren't any wire, exposed wires like Silver Strand, which is good. But you could see how these guys are building up. And that's a potential that you would have here as well. I'm going to head back on in. And this is the master. This is the bathroom. And this is the second room. Well, that concludes my showing. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And I will also include a value report with this video so that you guys can consider coming up here and taking a closer look. I'll talk to you later.